It is Sunday night, 7 o'clock. It's time for Tea Talk with Dr. T. Welcome. Come on in, y'all. Let's have a conversation. I need you, sis, to stop performing and start truly living. So grab your tea, grab your grandma's quilt. Y'all know I love my grandma's quilt. Yes, yes. Grab your favorite tea, your favorite tea mug, and let's have a quick chat, sis. Let's have a quick talk about why you are performing in midlife. Midlife can be a difficult time, but can I be honest with you? It doesn't have to be. So, share this with your favorite sis because she needs to hear this too. For so many years, I have heard women talk about midlife and how hard and challenging it is physically, emotionally, mentally, and I want to help us navigate this amazing and beautiful time in our lives to where it doesn't have to be hard, it doesn't have to be challenging. We just have to remember who we are. So, sis, make sure you share this with another sister who needs to hear this because some of y'all are performing and you are truly not living. So, let's talk about it. You got your tea, sis? You got your quilt? Your blanket? Come on, let's have a conversation. So, can I ask you a question? I want to start off with a really great question. It's one of the questions I always ask in my sessions, in my coaching sessions or my counseling sessions with the ladies. And it's, what do you want? That's the first question. Like, can you really answer the question? What do you want? That's the first question. Here's the second question that I want you to think about as we go through the next few minutes together. What are you struggling with? What are you struggling with right now? That if I had a magic wand and I could wave it over you, you would tell me this is the thing that you're struggling with and you wish it would just go away. Here's what I'm willing to bet. I'm willing to bet that some of you would tell me something about somebody else. You would tell me that I wish they would do this, or I wish they would do that, or I wish if I could just get them to do this. Yeah, type it in the chat for me. What would be the one thing that if I had a magic wand right now, I would wave it and you would be like, Tracy, please get rid of this. What would it be? Let me see it in the chat. I want to see what it is for you. Because here's the truth. You are showing up, smiling, and being great, but you're doing it while you're struggling. And that's the truth of the matter. You are showing up, smiling, being great, being where you need to be, doing what you need to do, showing up, being great, being who you need to be, doing what you need to do. But here's the thing, you are performing. Did you know my mom and my sister just went to New York? And do you know that the average Broadway play only lasts 3 to 5 months? Unless, of course, you're Wicked, Hamlet, or The Lion King, and you're going to last for years. But the average Broadway play only lasts 3 to 5 months. That's average. Performing. Here's my question, sis. How many years have you been performing? The average Broadway play, 3 to 5 months, but you've been performing longer. And you ain't getting paid. Come on, at least the people who are performing in the play, they're getting paid. But here you showing up, smiling, and saying, I'm fine, everything's fine. But the truth is, you are overwhelmed and you are exhausted. You are being strong for everybody else, but you're not being strong for you. You are doing what you need to do for everybody else, but you're not doing it for you. So I want to know today, tonight, what are you actually doing for you? So take care of you. I told you the last time we had our chat that I wanted you to put you at the top of your list. How many of y'all did that this week? How many of you actually put you at the top of your list this week? Did you do your homework? Can you go back and say, these are the days that I spent time on me. These are the hours that I spent time on me. Or did you go through this whole week with an empty cup, trying to do everything for everybody, but your cup was really empty? You were strong for everybody, Miss Brenda. You showed up for everybody, but you were doing it with an empty cup. Was that you this week? Was it you this week that in exhaustion and in overwhelm, you decided to not complain about being great for everybody? Was it you this week who didn't want to disappoint people? And so you showed up anyway, Tamika. Is that you this week? Yeah. Was it you this week that held your tongue? Why? Because you wanted to keep the peace. Because that's what you do. I just keep the peace. I don't say what I want to say because I don't want people mad at me. So I'm going to just bite my tongue and go on and do what I need to do. Was that you this week? Was that you this week that just kept producing? Even though you were mentally, you were physically, and you were emotionally exhausted. Was that you this week? Was it you this week that was just trying to hold it together for everybody? Mm-hmm. You ain't got no glue. You out of tape, but you was still holding it together for everybody. Was that you this week? So if that was you this week, I want you to be honest and type me in the chat. It was me being strong. It was me keeping the peace. It was me trying not to disappoint. It was me trying to hold everything together. It was me producing out of exhaustion and an empty cup. It was me, Tracy. If that was really you, just be honest and put it in the chat. It was really me. Because here's the truth. That's what performance looks like. That's not truly living. That's performance. See, actors and performers get paid for what they do. What did you get paid this week? Remember, I told you the average Broadway play only lasts 3 to 5 months. And here's the truth. The ones that last longer, Hamlet, Wicked, and The Lion King, do you know they don't even go the entire year? They don't go the entire year because they have to give their performers a break. All that performing is exhausting. And that's where some of you ladies are. You're exhausted, but you don't know how to deal with it. So here are some signs that I want you to think about what exhaustion really looks like for you. Here's the first one. You're physically exhausted all the time. That's a sign that you're performing. You are physically exhausted. And see, remember last week I talked to you about what it looks like to be physically and mentally exhausted, right? You're physically exhausted. No matter what you do, you are still tired. No matter what you do, you don't have any energy. No matter what you do, you just can't seem to get it together. You feel like if you could drink 5 Red Bulls and 5 Celsius, you'd be good to go. But even with those drinks, it's still not giving you what you need. That lets you know that you are performing and you're not truly living for you, sis. Here's the second way that you know you are performing and not truly living. You don't know what you need anymore. I told you that one of the first things I ask the ladies when they come into counseling sessions with me is, what do you want? And with tears in their eyes and their voice shaking, they can't even tell me what they want. Why? Because they've gone so long with not even addressing their own wants, needs, expectations, and non negotiables. So to ask a question that sounds as simple as, what do you want? They can't tell me. But here is the truth. If I were to ask them, what do your son want? What does your spouse want? What does your coworker want? What does your boss want? They could rattle it off just like that. But if I were to ask them, what do they want? They couldn't tell me what they want. That's how you know that you're performing. You're getting the needs of other people met, Samantha, but you're not getting your own needs met. Here's the third thing that you know, third way you know you are performing and not truly living your life. You feel guilty when you rest. You feel guilty laying in the bed without the TV on, wrapped up under a blanket, without your phone, just resting. You feel guilty about taking that time for you, Kismet. You feel guilty about it. If that's just you, say you. I feel guilty about resting. I feel guilty about going and getting a massage. I feel guilty about turning my phone off. I feel guilty about taking a shower for 15 extra minutes so I can sit in the shower and cry because I'm so exhausted. I feel guilty about taking the long way home because when I get home, I know everybody's going to be asking for something. I feel guilty about that. And that's how you know that you are performing and not truly living your life for you. Yeah. You feel guilty about having thoughts about just driving and driving so far away that nobody can find you. If that's you, just type it in the chat, it's me. Because that's how I was. It was nobody here but me and Lawrence. But let me be honest with you. There were times when I got in my car and I thought if I could just drive and drive off the face of the earth and nobody would find me, life would be good. And there were times when I just felt guilty about feeling that way. Yeah. Why? Because I was so busy performing and not truly living authentically for me. Here's the fifth way that you know you perform in Kismet. Here's the fifth way you know you perform in Samantha. Here's the fifth way you know you're performing Brenda and Tamika. Listen, you are so disconnected from your own joy, it's not even funny. You don't even know what brings you joy. Like people say, oh, enjoy your vacation, enjoy your time off. It's not ENJOY, it's INJOY. In joy. Because what's inside of me should bring me joy. But here's the rub, sis. If you don't know what you want, but you can rattle off what other people want, it's going to be hard for you to find that inner joy. That's why it's so important for you to stop performing. I told you the Broadway plays don't even last 52 weeks. Do you know why? Because they don't want to burn out the performers. And here you are, sis, performing 365 days out of the week. Out of the year. 365 days you're performing. 52 weeks you're performing. And you're not even performing for you. You performing for everybody else. Mm-hmm. You doing it for everybody else. And this performance is costing you your peace. It's costing you your joy. It's costing you your authenticity. Woo, I got tongue-tied there. It's costing you your authenticity and your truth to yourself. It's costing you your health. Yeah, yeah, let's be honest. It's costing you your health. Those headaches have nothing to do. It ain't got nothing to do with external stuff. Those headaches you're experiencing, that's internal. Those stomach aches, internal. That bloating, internal. It's all internal. And it has to do with you. Yeah, that weight gain, you know, y'all know how we get a little fluffy around here when we get in mid-age. Yeah, that fluff comes from stress. It's cortisol. It's your hormones. And it comes more when you're more stressed. So your health is declining because you are so busy performing for everybody else. Can I tell you something else that performing is costing you? It's costing you your identity. You don't even know who you are. Like outside of your kids, your grandkids, your boss, your spouse, you being a caregiver for your parents, who are you? Can we remove the veil? Let's just remove the veil. Remove the veil. Okay. Who are you? Like truly, at your core, who are you? And if you can't answer that without all of the titles, without all of the ways you show up for everybody else, if you can't answer that for you, that's a telltale sign that you are performing. So let me tell you what truly living for you looks like. And there's nothing selfish about it either. There's nothing selfish about you living your life for you. Because at the end, you don't get another life. You don't get another do-over. You don't get the opportunity to say, you know what, when I get up from this deathbed, when I get up out this coffin, I get to do this all over again. No, that's final. But here's the beautiful thing. Right now, in this moment, you can make a conscious decision. You can be intentional about the way you're going to show up, and you can truly live your best life for you. And it all starts with a decision to cut off all other options, a decision that, you know what, I am not going to be the bank for everybody else. I am not going to be the babysitter for everybody else. I am not going to be plan A for everybody else. I am not going to continue to say yes to the things I really want to say no to. Because we have a problem doing that, because we think with our superwoman cape on that we can make all things better. And if you can make all things better, Vernetta, that makes you God. Mm, mm, mm. I said something right there. You want them to stop doing what they are doing, but here's the thing, they are not going to stop doing what they are doing because you keep showing up like God in their life. So as long as mama's being God, as long as mama has all the answers, as long as mama has this yes, as long as mama keeps showing up when I need her to show up, they don't need God in their life because you're it, sis. Mm, mm, mm. So here's what truly living for you looks like. Number one, it looks like you just being honest with yourself. Where am I showing up as a performer in my own life? Ooh, that was a good question. Where am I showing up like a performer in my own life? Am I showing up like a performer when I go places that I really don't want to go? When I do the things I really don't want to do? When I give out money that I really don't want to give out? When I give out my time that I really don't want to give out? When I really want to get in my bed and pull the covers over my head and just sleep for 24 hours? Where am I being a performer in my life? Or have I justified my performance by saying, well, if I don't do it, nobody else will? Well, guess what? It just won't get done. Because if you keep doing it, they're going to expect you to do it. And if you keep doing it, guess what? They don't learn how to do it for themselves. And if you keep doing it, maybe they just need to go a couple of days without having some lights, and they'll learn that mama's not the bank. If you keep doing it, maybe they'll learn that you won't always rush to their rescue. I said something right there. Come on now. If you want to stop performing, then you've got to make a decision that you're no longer going to be a performer. So number one, you got to be honest about how you feel. That's how you start to truly start living your most authentic life for you. You're no longer performing. After today, you're no longer performing. You're going to start living and living truly for yourself. So number one, you got to be honest about the way you feel, sis. Number two, you got to start resting without guilt. And by resting, I mean like turn off the phone. By resting, I mean like, hey y'all, I'm gonna go on a singles vacation. Oh wait, single with me only. See y'all when I get back. What does that look like for you? You know? Does it look like you're gone for the day and nobody can reach you? But if it's a 911, guess what? I need you to call 911. Because mama's going to be out of town 3 hours away and she's not going to be able to be 911 for you. I guarantee you they won't have a 911 while you're gone. They only have 911 when they know that you're coming to the rescue. Let me say that again. They only have a 911 when they know you're going to come to the rescue. Mm, mm, mm. Here's the third way that truly living looks like. Truly living a blessed life in midlife. Here's the third way that you're living authentically. You know how to set some boundaries. I told y'all in the last session that no is a complete sentence and it doesn't need an explanation. I even made y'all practice. Did y'all practice your no this past week? If you really, okay, I want to see it in the chat. If you really practice your no this week, type it in the chat. Me, I practice. Type it in the chat. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna just drink a sip of my tea because I want to see who actually practiced their no this week. Put I practice no in the chat if you really did, Washika. If you really did, Mika. If you really did, Samantha, practice your no this week. Because setting boundaries is so important. It's how you start to make decisions. I told you there was a difference between choices and decisions. Choices are multiple choice. You got options when you choose something. But when you decide something, you know how y'all used to cut people off when you were young? When you found out that somebody betrayed you and you cut them off, that's what a decision is. A decision is a cutoff, right? If you practice your no, which helps you to set boundaries, put it in the chat. Because being able to live an authentic life, a true life for you means that you got to be willing to cut some folks off with your decisions. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That's what you got to do, sis. Some people deserve to be cut off, and that's okay. They're with you for a season. Why are you holding on to dead weight? You can't elevate holding on to dead weight. You can't elevate, you can't go to the next level of happiness and joy holding on to bricks from your past. Woo, I said something right now. Listen, you holding on to bricks from your past and expecting to be able to live your best life, sis, those two don't go together. So saying no is going to help you set those boundaries. You would not let somebody who betrayed you still be a part of your life. Now, would you? Why are you betraying yourself and lying to yourself and showing up in ways you really don't want to show up? If you won't let people betray you, why are you betraying yourself? Y'all know I said something right there, right now. Listen, y'all acting like I ain't said nothing to you today, sis. Here's another way that you know that you are truly living your authentic life for you. You asking yourself this hard question: what do I need? What do I want? What do I need in this moment? Do I need peace in this moment? Okay, let me go get some peace. Do I need joy in this moment? Okay, let me go get some joy. Do I need to be by myself in this moment? Okay, let me go do that. Do I need to be with my significant other in this moment? Okay, let me go do that. Do I want to go somewhere in this moment? Those are questions. Instead of asking other folks those questions, sis, you need to be asking yourself those questions. It's not always about everybody else. It really is about you. Because until you show up for you, you cannot show up for other people. You're going to end up being bitter because you're giving them from an empty cup. You're serving them from an empty cup. And here's the thing, you're expecting them to fill your cup, and they are not going to do it. It's your responsibility to fill your own cup, sis. And that's just the truth. That's your responsibility. So while you're out there performing for everybody else, hoping that that's going to make you feel some type of way and hoping that that's going to fill your cup, that's not what it's going to do, sis. You're going to continue to give from an empty place. So I've got some questions that I want to ask you as I wrap this up tonight. Y'all know I try to keep it 20 minutes because I know it's Sunday night and you need to do your thing just like me. So here's what I want you to think about. Here's the first one. Where in your life are you performing? Are you performing for other people? Are you performing on a job that you absolutely hate? And if I had a magic wand and could wave it over you, you would be doing something different. Are you performing in a city that you no longer want to live in? Are you performing in a relationship you no longer want to be a part of? Think about those things. Where in your life are you performing? That's a question I want you to answer tonight. As you're lying in your bed and you're thinking about, oh, tomorrow's Monday. Let me go get ready. Go get ready to do what? Perform? Okay. Here's the second question I want you to think about. Why are you pretending to be okay? Why? What are you getting out of pretending to be okay? What's the payoff? Why? Because you scared everybody can't handle your emotions? Well, guess what? You're right. They can't handle your emotions because you can't. Because you're lying to yourself, thinking if I just keep the peace, if I just don't say anything, if I just keep doing what I'm doing, they'll be okay. But what about you? Will you really be okay? So where are you pretending that you're okay? Why are you pretending that you're okay when you're really not? What's the payoff? Here's another question I want you to think about. What part of yourself have you neglected? What part of yourself have you neglected? Have you neglected your health? Mm-hmm. You know your blood pressure is high. Yep. You know your stress is high. Yep. You know you're not getting good sleep and rest at night. Yep. You know your hair is starting to thin. You know your headaches are getting worse. You know that pain in your back is getting worse. Yeah. Are you neglecting your health? Some of you have gone so long with pain that you think pain is normal in this age. And can I be honest with you? Pain is not normal. It's not normal for you not to get sleep. It's not normal for you to have headaches. It's not normal for you to be 20 pounds overweight. It's not normal for your hair to be thinning. That's not normal, sis. So, what part of you have you neglected? And then here's the final question that I want you to think about. And this is a hard question. It's the same question I started this whole session with. What do you want? Sounds like a simple question, but I'm going to go back to the very beginning. If I had a magic wand and could wave it over you, what would you like to happen? What do you want the magic wand to deliver you? Here's the secret. You're the magic wand, sis. You can do this for you. All right. Well, that's all I got for tonight. Listen, I want you to stop performing and I want you to start truly living for you. It's not selfish, it's mandatory. It's not selfish. Here we go. Here we go. You deserve it. Yeah. Can you put that in the chat for me? I deserve it. I want to see it in the chat before I get ready to go. I deserve it. I deserve to live a life that's beautiful for me. Put it in the chat. I deserve it. I deserve happiness. I deserve peace. I deserve joy. I deserve love. You deserve it. And you need to walk around like you deserve it. Like, even if that means you walk around with your head held high, your shoulders back, and folks looking at you like, oh, she thinks she all of that? Yep, I do, because I deserve it. That's right. I deserve it. If you got to go get a tattoo on your arm or put it in permanent marker across your arm or carry around a card, you deserve. You deserve to start truly living your life. That's right. You deserve happiness. You deserve it. And guess what? What better time than now to start making it happen? I told you, you're the magic wand. You got it, sis. So until next time, next Sunday, 7 o'clock, back on this channel. Listen, I want you to remember to put you first. Put you first on your list. You deserve it. You deserve to be at the top of your list. Remember, it's your list. So make you a priority this week. All right, I will see you next week at 7 o'clock back here. Share this video with a sister who needs to hear that she deserves it. Sometimes it takes just a friend or a sister friend to share something with us to remind us of how beautiful and special we really are. And you'll never know how that empowers another sister to be reminded that she needs to put herself first.